One of our viewers last week asked if I know of any Toranas or Commodores in the UK. I just happened to be watching the Silverstone Classic, and look what appeared out of nowhere.
These are cars from late 60s, early 70s, so cars like the CSL, Lotus Cortina from the 60s, Cologne Capris, BMW 1800 Ti's, and then moving through, you can see there the Calsonic Nissan Skyline. We've got the a host of BMW M3s, 635s, and Sierra Cosworths.
This car is not familiar to me, but the names on it definitely are. Let's have a listen to what the commentators had to say about it.
Now, you talked about the Skylines. There is one, 23 Graham Pattle and Mark Burton's. That's a Skyline rival. That's a Holden Commodore, so that's a pre-Group A Aussie Supercar V8.
And that one is actually an original car from Australia, which they brought over. And it's quite a handful, as you can imagine. Lots of power.
So the door panels showing it in period in the Tui's 1000. The Bathurst 1000, Australia's legendary touring car annual fiesta.
Of course I had to go and find out more about the car. It raced at Bathurst in 1990 as part of the two-car Bob Forbes racing team. Kevin Bartlett and a young Russell Engel shared the driving duties in the Enforcer's first Bathurst race. They finished in 17th position.
I personally think that the organisers have pulled a bit of a clanger here, Mike. They let Klaus Niedzwitz go through, then pull the pace car out, effectively blocking the cars running second, third and fourth and so on, and letting Klaus getting actually half a lap on the field. He's caught up to the pace car that was actually at the top of the mountain and effectively gained a free half lap, and I think it's a bit ordinary myself.
Well, the word that we had back from race control was that it was desirable to have the pace car pull out in front of the race leader, but not essential. And that would now move Larry Perkins up one more spot in the pack. Straight over Seven's track cam as they head to the top of the mountain. A great driving stint from Alan Grice. Oh, and problems for the number 20 car. It is very, very warm. The second of the B&H Sierras. Larry Perkins has had just an off moment at the end of pit straight.
Larry was trying to catch Dick Johnson there for second place.
Okay, let's have a look and see what happened here as Perkins backs on out. Oh, there's one coming from the other side of Bathurst. That's the GIO Commodore.
It's been down to the driving.
Well, they've all managed to pick themselves up.
The winning car was the number 16 HRT VL Commodore, driven by Alan Grice and Wim Percy. Ironically built in the UK and shipped to Australia in 1988. Built by Tom Walkinshaw Racing, the car returned to the UK in the mid-1990s, only to return to Australia in 2002 when it was purchased by HSV as the TWR empire crumbled under financial distress.
I tell you what, look at the Holden fans out here on the right as you come across the top of Skyline. You can probably hear the applause from here.
I can. There's some happy boys and sick heads up here.
Got time to give them a wave?
I'll be doing that.
A checkered flag time. Crowd absolutely berserk. Last turn, checkered flag. How does it feel? Tui's champ, Alan Grice.
It's the best feeling I've had since 1986, I gotta tell you.
Well done, son. You've driven superbly.
Thanks, Mike.
I guess that answers a few critics, and I guess it puts Holden back with a very strong challenger with a new car for 1991.